Yeah, so I mean, arrow is less of a priority for mid-fight changes, but it's still good for mobility as we see the night map for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I like the night map too. Seeing all the lights, especially coming down at the beginning here. I'm gonna take a nice pan while we're waiting for our competitors to loot up. But seeing all the city lights along the city here, I don't know about you, but it's got a certain beauty of progress to it to me.
I definitely like the night mode, and I like both of them. The night mode is very fun. The day mode is very fun, but the aesthetic of the night mode is just pleasing.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And so, unfortunately, well, I guess unfortunately, when the first night mode was in, I was not playing. I heard it wasn't great, but what they've done with this, I think it looks beautiful.
I really miss night mode on the Undercity too. There was these cool little Easter eggs that would only come out at night. Like in the train graveyard, you see the ghostly doodles from the kids haunting the graveyard, or in the ruins, you see the glow of Mako coming from the walls themselves, and gave the place a kind of mystical appeal to it. I miss that.
Yeah, Yenvon in the chat. Speaking of arrow, look what they did to me. Yeah, that was arrow. Like I mean, that was Yenvon's bread and butter. The Punisher warrior
Mm-hmm.
bouncing on the arrow. So Yenvon's gonna have to switch up his playstyle. But mentioned that he's gonna wait out for the mechanic. I mean the mechanic, the machinist qualifier in 2 weeks. Let's see how that comes out for Yenvon when that happens.
I see not popping into the chat. Like, yeah, people are bouncing up and down in the arrow using like the pogo stick I've said before, hitting ridiculous shots off there, throwing fireballs, poisons down, popping up those potions to remain on top of the health. It's a very, very safe playstyle for sure. And I'm scrolling through the candidates here. I'm seeing a lot of purple guns already, so we're having a lot of lucky loot this time. For people getting the guns that they like. Starting with EG, sporting my personal favorite gun, the combat rifle. On a recent buff of the expanded tip size too.
Very spread out. I expect a slow start from the sorcerers. They all want to get their spells up to level 3 and really hit the damage. But we're going to see the exceptions to the rules, like Krovax, who we just saw in the Dragoon, is now going to come over into the sorcerer. And we know that Krovax likes to use the guns, so he's going to stick to the gunplay. Let's see how that translates into sorcerer. And we make a point of this each and every week because this isn't just about, yeah, this is best of the best sorcerer, but it's best of the best sorcerer within Final Fantasy VII, the first soldier. So it's not just about slinging spells, it's about being able to sling the spells in the right situations and coming away with the win.
Not to mention being able to aim them too. These spells aren't the easiest things to aim.
Speaking of aim,
Fire.
I want to hop over. I apologize for interrupting you there because I want to say it before I forget. OG Furto is one of my favorite sorcerer players, and showing up in fight nights a lot. Is very good at placing thunders at the exact, like not even like the exact spot, the exact distance it needs to be to take down candidates. We saw it last night. Saw it. I think it was last week in fight nights. It's just unreal to watch it week after week.
Monsters are no problem.
Yeah, but
Nymeria and Iju too are a couple of high skill sorcerer names that I recognized and
Yeah.
teamed up with in
Ah!
the past. Always a treat to play with those
Another step
players.
forward.
and with the thunder too, I mean,
Yeah.
taking it to that next
Yeah.
level is placing it in
That was
those
easy.
really strategic areas. It's easy to just throw it right in front of you, but
This
to
is
get it
it.
into these locations where someone won't be able to avoid it or has trouble doing so, that's where you can take it to the next level.
Monsters are no problem.
You know
The
what?
best use is
Oh god.
Now.
to use it as people try to hide behind walls too, since it can hit on
Go.
both sides of the wall, and even if in the inside of a building. If the roof is
Mhm.
tall enough, you can toss
Yeah.
the thunder at the wall from the
Yeah.
outside, and if they're close
Ah!
enough, it could still hit.
Take this. That was easy.
Seeing lots of slow catch up here as all these trance sorcerers are looking for at least level 2 in the materia. With that trance, they get the level upgrade for all of their spells. but so at least getting to level 2 is a crucial first step for all of these players.
That is something that we should check real quick and
Let's
see
go.
if everybody is running trance. I'm sure everybody is. It wouldn't really make sense not to.
Let's speed things up.
And it looks like, yes, everybody is running trance.
Yeah, the dangers about running Arcane Circle, especially in solos match like this, is everybody can take advantage of it.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to do it in solos.
That's one of the first things I do when I see a sorcerer using Arcane Circles. I'll push into their own circle and fight them there. I might as well take advantage of that cooldown and increased mana recovery.
Monsters are no problem. Go.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, Candace is still pretty spread out,
That was
except
easy.
for OG and it looks like
Ray
Laurent.
just drove- Oh, Laurent has come by him now, huh?
Another step
Laurent
forward.
is up in this back section as well. Sorry, not OG. It's who's up there?
Laurent has found something very interesting. That's going to be a very nice XP bonus for him.
Oh yes.
That's the first time I've seen one of those guys on this map.
I haven't seen one in the map, but I've seen pictures of them spawning on top of buildings.
Interesting.
As number 6 here, who's number 6? Pink Teddy, I think, hears the shooting on the Dawnberry and is hiding in wait to see what results here.
I have managed to run a couple of Thunberries on the map. That's the first time I've seen that has 2 chests on the map. I've actually seen the Thunberries that I've been catching only have 1 chest on them.
So Pink Teddy did not choose to take that fight.
Interesting. Kind of unlike him. Usually he's very aggressive.
Very patient too.
Not early on in the games. If he doesn't have level 3 spells and a bunch of potions, he tries to avoid super early engagements on Sorcerer.
Does have the key sorcerer spells in Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, so he's ready to make some kind of plays.
As I
I'm so
mentioned,
used to Pink Teddy carrying his sword there. I think that's where my mix-up was.
oh yeah, he's a lot less aggressive without the sword.
I've seen Pink Teddy on Sorcerer too, though, so Pink Teddy on Sorcerer is not something to take lightly.
Oh no.
Pink Teddy on any class in this game is not something to take lightly.
I think he's more comfortable on Sorcerer, to be honest. Ooh, as OG and Krovac have started to get very close to each other, however. OG did sit and hide as Remy Curry drove by earlier.
Yeah.
Looks like he's
Yeah.
further away from Krovac. He's disengaging. Everyone is playing a nice slow game right now. They're waiting for the circle to come in and try to get more kills at once.
Yeah.
But now where all the kills in the lobby spread out.
We have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candidates of the 7, all right around upper sector 8. Any of this gunfire that's going on, all of them are hearing, so this is about to get sweaty real quick here.
Speaking of getting sweaty, OG, Krovac, and E2 have all appeared in the same spot next to each other. OG and Krovac's taking fire at E2's Chocobo as he's trying to desperately get out of dodge. Krovac taking a moment to finish off the security officer while OG finishes off E2's bird, Laurent, taking down Rin McCurry in the distance.
As I said, all these candidates happen to get into this space at the same time, so something was bound to happen.
Let's heal up. All right.
You can't avoid a fight forever. Most of these candidates are not going to want to avoid a fight. Krovac especially is never afraid to take a
Come
fight.
on.
E2 and Krovac working next to each other, exchanging fireballs with the other. E2 throwing down a thunder to force Krovac to this. Fire nearly missing E2 and a fire passing by Krovac in the back. Both of them popping trying to while OG comes up from the back. He cleverly placed thunder. Keeping the pressure. He's closing in on E2 from behind. Opening fire with the Inferno as he is forced out by the thunder, popping his own trance. He's clipping E2 with one of the fireballs from the triple fireball spell.
Initiating combat.
gets knocked away by a huge hit from that fire. OG's taking massive damage from Krovax right now. Is not going to be able to get out of this easy. A cure from OG tops off his health even more. Using pops the potion, unfortunately gets immediately canceled by Krovax from across the street. OG chasing in after Iju and getting a huge fire in the face as he tries to come through the door. The same fire knocking Iju back and away and keeping him from pushing after that advantage. Krovax opens fire on OG once more and takes him down to about half health. All of these trances are coming down now. Krovax and Iju has already fallen. OG is going to be falling soon. As Iju takes fire at Krovax through the window, as he laces in a fireball after Iju. Lots of fireballs and explosions going on right now. Spells slinging left and right. You just get caught in the middle between both of these competitors and takes a lot of damage before pulling into the safety of the building. OG firing a sniper shot off from the hip after. Landing a couple of hits on Krovax, who drops down to critical levels of health, and both of them briefly focus on him. 10% health left. Krovax uses an arrow to get out of dodge up on top of the roof there. OG getting a huge hit by the fire into the arrow to chase up after Krovax. Dropping back down off the building to safety. Aegis pushing in after OG, while he's using cures and potions to top off his health. Have a brief lull in the action while everybody resets.
Oh, it's very brief as the Edu and OG are right back at it again. Edu's going to rotate back into this building here, but now the Mako is pushing Edu. Is Edu going to be able to rotate fast enough that this Mako is not going to make a difference? Gets out, has full health, but OG's still at half. Hits some really nice shots. OG is able to get some cover for a brief moment. A Thunder is not going to hit, but Krovax is now popping out. He's going to take some shots down at Edu. No shots hit though, and everybody gets away. And we defuse again.
Very dangerous situation. Everybody manages to escape from there. Oh, Laurent up on the roof nearby gets his bird taken away from him as Iju catches there. Taking fire at Krovax, and Laurent returns fire, getting revenge for the slain bird. Nymeria now getting in on this action. We've got 5 people in this fight at the moment. Krovax taking a second to kill the Cerulean Drake, who can do some damage to him up on the roof if he's not careful.
Now I did find out in the chat that the Laurent did kill with a sniper from up high. That's what it was.
Makes sense. He's trying to do the exact same thing here as well. Nymeria popped their trance. Pop their trance trying to take down Iju. Iju returning with his own trance as these thunders force each other back away from the other. OG opening fire on Nymeria. A couple of shots and not managing to land a couple. Laurent on the opposite roof taking aim at Iju, while Krovax up on these roofs possibly looking down at Iju as well. Yes, all of them are looking at the people on the ground, and only Laurent has the height advantage anymore. Krovax popping her trance as well, flying up in the air, Nymeria taking flight after him. Iju in the middle of the open right here in a very vulnerable position, forced back into Iju's face. Nymeria takes a couple of shots from Laurent before being able to pull back down around the side of the building here. OG goes down to Iju's lethal gaze while the security officers open fire back on him. Nymeria has no chance to rest either, and is a half health, trying to throw down the fires to keep Iju suppressed behind the wall. This one doesn't take any fire. Laurent is repositioned to take fire. Nymeria taking her down before she can climb over the wall. This is just one chaotic mess as Krovax takes back up to the roof to try and take down Laurent, who has been unchecked thus far, who is also flown up into the air and away from Krovax. Fireball falling down after him and not managing to land a connection as Laurent pops their trance. The only one to have their trance right now is Krovax and Iju. They're going to be falling soon. Correction, they already have fallen. So Laurent's going to be the only one with these free spells as an arrow takes him back up to the roof. The Mako chasing everybody back into the zone. Everybody's getting hit by an Iju. Huge damage from the fire, and both of them open fire on Iju, and Laurent manages to walk away with the kill. Quick thunder from Iju, taking Laurent down to about half health. An X potion and an arrow taking him up to safety. While Krovax opens fire from the roof nearby, getting caught inside of the Mako. He didn't realize he was getting that close. Akira popping off his health just a little bit more while Laurent sneaks away to safety from behind this wall.
That was unreal. Laurent comes away with, 3 kills? 2 off the top of the roof, and then 1 beautiful fireball gun kill on Edu after that. So very smooth from Laurent.
That was a chaotic fight for sure.
Who are our final three here? Pink Teddy's just been hiding the whole time.
That sounds like Pink Teddy. We have Laurent and Krovax exchanging some distant gunfire from the highway here. Laurent's gonna have to leave this spot soon, though, as the zone is gonna be forcing everybody into Pink Teddy. Clearly wants to take his time and claim positional advantage here, but is doing some very interesting things with it. He tends to hide his way on the side of the wall right here, but this is a rather vulnerable position for him to stay. He can only see one to actually spend right there. He can't see any direction. He can only watch Krovax coming in from that way. He might be able to see Krovax coming in, but that's a very awkward angle to play and watch from wall. In the meantime, Laurent can sneak up from the backside, and this wall completely blocks him from suppressing all that's coming in. He takes the first position inside of the zone, and now Pink Teddy's going to be forced into him. And he can top up over his bird. He's Laurent right there underneath the saluting break. Using his arrow to get up and away from the dragon. Krovax pushing into the warehouse down below. Pink Teddy is seeming to be taking a safe position going into this final fight here. Well, poking up from around the side here, trying to open fire on that chokeable and delete that maneuverability, but not quite able to stop. Krovax coming up, making his presence known while Laurent takes to the air and jumps on the top of the pipe. He wants to try and take claim to hide advantage for as long as possible. Pink Teddy into the warehouse below. Krovax caught in the Mako for a little bit longer. That green bath is starting to do the damage to the green bath is racking up the gasoline. Coming to a very interesting standstill as Laurent and Krovax don't have the angles onto each other. Ooh, Krovax gets a nasty headshot as he tries to jump up down to the top there. Laurent lands a very quick shot. Trying to get the same thing and lands a couple of shots on the bird instead. This entire engagement, Pink Teddy is sitting pretty in the sidelines again.
What Pink Teddy does.
That's what Pink Teddy does. Perhaps he's heard us calling him out and hiding right here. He's moved in a little bit closer. That zone pushing everybody around this way. It looks like it's going a lot faster than it was before. Maybe that's just me. Laurent forced off of the pipes finally. Krovax is in a very interesting position, forced to abandon his low jump early arrow to jump up to the top. Laurent and Krovax are caught between a rock and a hard place as Pink Teddy is the only one inside of the zone right now. Laurent manages to fly up on top of the roof, but is it going to be enough as that Mako is hot on his heels right now? Krovax has activated that trance. The Mako is finally stopped. Breathe easy for a second. Not for too long though, as those fireballs are hot flying already. Blizzards exchanging fire with each other. Thunder flying off into the distance. Guard dogs and birds being exploded. There's fireballs flying everywhere. I accidentally turned off each other's health for a second there. Pink Teddy dropping to dangerous levels of health and going down to Krovax's fireball. That Blizzard almost managing to take down Laurent at the same time as the security officers are aggroed onto Laurent. The easy time of it is the entire map of Laurent at the moment right now. They're anti-sniping waves. Brief lull as the zone starts to move once more, quickly forcing Laurent out of position. Krovax dodging those fireballs. Getting hit by one into that arrow, though. Very wonderful position from that fireball. Krovax sailing up to the building with thanks to the added momentum from that knockback. I have noticed that the zone is slowly closing in every single time it moves, too. So there's going to be less maneuverability, less space for our competitors to maneuver around each other soon. The security officer being rather annoying.
Krovax is in Krovax's favorite position. High ground, shooting down.
Every time. Of course, there is an issue with that, though, and the issue is this tiny little hump right here. Laurent is safe if he just hugs the wall right here. Of course, he's at danger to fireballs at that point, but very awkward to try and get that straight down.
The circle prior to this one was so much fun because it forced all three of them to constantly rotate around that circular platform, and it was like as soon as one of them got relief from one competitor, they were running into the other, and it was just a constant circle. It was so much fun to watch.
And then, of course, the monsters being a constant thorn on everybody's side. The zone back around the other way. Wow, Krovax knocking Laurent away from that arrow before he's able to get inside of the not managed to land the follow-up brass shot afterwards. Laurent hopping around to the other side of this building to keep whatever cover he can. We're almost managing to land that fireball against Krovax. Opening fire between the gates. Krovax found a critical levels of health before he can cast that here. Fire not managing to cinch off the kill. A couple of more bullets taking him down ever lower. Gravex is forced onto the retreat right here, and unfortunately going wide with a fireball. Both of them open up with the ranger, or the sorcerer melee.
Nice.
Staff coming down angrily, and a quick Krovax fireball disables a blizzard from Laurent, keeping his life secure for a little longer, as the security officer and watchdog force Laurent away from pursuing after that kill. The monsters are becoming a huge issue in this final fight.
So-
Really are.
Laurent couldn't finish off that kill because Laurent couldn't finish a reload for that entire process when they went down into the lower floor there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Krovax is at 1 health that entire time because Laurent can't finish. Hit 2 really good headshots.
Finally, Laurent has the upper advantage with the monsters on his side as they have switched their aggro over to Krovax. Doing a wonderful job of dodging around them as Laurent is pushed into the zone,
No.
not realizing where it was as it closes in on him.
Damn.